And welcome back. We are here to task the League of Legends Division 1, and we are here at the top bracket here. So I'm going to introduce the South Sioux City roster here. We have Brandon Lieber in our top lane, Ulysses Tapia in jungle, Kenny Malavong with mid, Dong Ying in ADC, and Calvin Malavong as support.
All right, and I'm casting as well for our team from Creighton Prep is Hunter Rodriguez in the jungle, Preston Leach as ADC, Tony Diogoso in the mid lane, Owen Limpatch as a support, and Jay Anthony in the top lane.
We are just waiting on the players to be prepared before they enter in draft. The South Sioux City is South Sioux City is undefeated, but Creighton Prep has dropped 2 games.
Yeah, it's going to definitely be an interesting match as they have played each other before.
And it looks like they are ready, so we're probably going to start soon.
There comes the ready in from Creighton Prep. We'll be loading into the pick scene really quickly.
There's
Countdown in the chat.
Alrighty, here we go. We'll see who these first bands are. I'm extremely excited to see how this game goes, as we've had some pretty banger games all day.
Yes, and I've heard this one's going to be one of the most interesting ones.
Absolutely. Now, South Sioux City is coached by James DeKay, and they do have primarily seniors on their team. They have one freshman, and that is their mid laner.
Indeed.
We are going to open up with a Jinx band coming out from blue side.
Definitely getting rid of one of their stronger enemy picks. Jinx is at a good place right now. It's good to see him gone.
An Udyr ban.
An Udyr ban. I feel like we've seen some good Udyr play during this tournament.
Absolutely. He is not the strongest jungler right now, but he is very volatile. It is very hard to get him off of you as soon as he gets on top of you.
He's got some great team play, which is good when you're trying to synergize a team.
And he just runs at you.
Yeah.
All he does, just runs straight at you. There's nothing you can do about it.
Level 3 CC immunity.
Absolutely. It is terrifying. And we see a Blitzcrank ban coming out. We've seen a lot of those recently.
Blitzcrank is definitely one of those champions that's really hard to play against because there's no wind up on his hook and it drags you to the champion no matter what you want. So.
And a Malphite ban. Malphite is very strong in this current meta as well. He is a very extreme volatile top pick here. Sorry, my throat started going out a little bit there. We're waiting on this last third ban for the first phase. We're taking plenty of time.
Do help but notice that the accidental ban list that they dropped in chat is not the ban list they actually went with.
I am realizing that, that maybe that was a bait.
Maybe that was a bait.
We have a Fiddlesticks ban coming out as well. Fiddlesticks is also a pretty volatile jungler currently. He can just pop over those walls and surprise your whole team.
Had some interesting play with that during Division 2, so good to see it gone for this match.
Absolutely. From what we heard from our other casters, there was a 5-man Fiddle ult in a previous game.
I believe that was the championship match as well, so.
A Yuumi ban! I am personally very excited to see that Yuumi is gone.
No more Parasite for this game.
Absolutely.
The game for the stream still says Smash. The game on Twitch overlay for this stream still says it's Smash.
Change it.
I don't know how to go into it.
No, you can't. You don't have to. Here we go. And we are hovering Amumu and picking it.
Getting that early Amumu pick is going to be vital for their jungle. Amumu is a really strong jungler and support right now. We'll have to see where he ends up getting flexed to. Although Amumu top is definitely a possibility. Kha'Zix's pick in the other jungle.
We've seen a lot of Kha'Zix today.
It feels like it. I think we've only technically seen it once, but...
I think we saw it a couple of times.
A couple of times, yeah. We'll have
And
to see. Kai'Sa. I haven't seen that one in the tournaments yet.
Now, personally, I love Kai'Sa. She is such a fun character.
Kai'Sa's got that good scaling, too.
Absolutely. And we are hovering an Ezreal pick here. That high mobility, very helpful. That Nautilus, though... That Nautilus really helps with that Kai'Sa.
Seems like they were just going for an early pick for the bot lane. They also already have an early pick on the jungle. Both teams have picked their jungle first, making sure that they secure good picks.
Absolutely. I am seeing an Ashe hover. She's a little bit of a difficult ADC to pull off here. What do you think they need to do in order to make that work?
I feel like the Nautilus is already going to secure a lot of what Ashe needs in order to survive in lane, allowing the Ashe to get those slows down as the opponent tries to get away.
Considering how short damage that Kai'Sa is, it is pretty scary to be against a Nautilus. We are seeing a Darius here. They're going to blind their top laner.
Blind pick into top lane, that's going to be an interesting issue. I would prefer to blind pick for the support. Well, they don't even need a blind pick on the support.
They don't need to blind pick right now.
I would prefer to support pick here and then counter picking.
They did blind pick the Kaisa. We are getting a Darius pick here, and now we're back to our second phase banning.
Guess we'll see what comes out here. No point in banning any support ADCs or jungles for this team. Let's see what they do against top and mid.
I mean, since they picked their Darius, they could definitely go ahead and ban out some top laners, but they're going to ban Fizz.
I mean, I agree with the Fizz ban. It's really annoying to play against in mid lane, just with so many dashes and...
His E? Mm-hmm. Well, his E makes him untargetable, and therefore he can dodge tower shots, which is a really powerful ability.
I was going to say, I believe he's the only champion in the game that's still with the ability to avoid tower shots.
I think there's a couple of... Like, Yone can if he times his, I think.
No, it still hits.
Okay.
And they removed Pantheon's E's ability.
Oh, interesting. Well, they did ban out a Victor, which is a hyper-scaling mid laner.
Getting rid of those AP carries for sure right now.
Absolutely.
Neither team really wants to see a strong AP mid laner, it seems.
Pretty scary. We are going to see that
Running out of
time
time.
run down while they try to ban here. And
No
they're going to
ban.
miss the ban on the last one. That is a very scary thing. And a Morgana ban coming out from the blue side.
Getting rid of that volatile support. That would definitely be a counter to Nautilus, so I see why it's gone.
Absolutely. Her Black Shield really takes out a lot of Nautilus's kit. We are waiting here to see what the red side decides to pick. We're picking a Teemo.
Where's the Teemo going to go is the better question.
I'm a little curious because if you run a Darius mid, I'm not entirely sure that would be great. Katarina
I mean,
is being
you could
covered
flex
here.
Darius support, I guess.
It could be a Teemo support too.
It could be a Teemo support too.
I would be very interested to see a Teemo support here. We are seeing a set change instead of Katarina and an Azir hover.
Azir hover? Interesting. Azir is one of those champions that's been hard nerfed because of pro play. We'll have to see if our players can play it well enough to make up for that.
We did see a pretty good Azir earlier on today. I did see one streamer shuffle.
Yeah.
And an Ahri.
Oh, and an Ahri pick. Oh, that's going to sting for the
beloved.
Azir. I feel bad for the Azir, though.
Yeah, that is not going to be very fun for the Azir here. We're going to see where everyone goes. I'm very curious to see where this Darius and this Teemo end up.
It's going to definitely be the major question in this match.
I think it might end up being a Teemo support here with an Ahri mid and a Darius top lane.
For all we know, it could be Ahri support, however.
That is true. I have definitely played my fair share of Ahri support. It is quite fun.
Ahri support is indeed fun. It just sucks that all of your stuff is based around your E.
This is true. However, you can harass very easily with your W, as long as you auto-attack the other champion. And that chunks out quite a bit.
I know I've been yelled at my fair share for queuing through the minion wave, so.
Don't worry, we've all been there.
All been there, done that.
I am super excited to see how this game goes. I'm a little worried because the side of the red side team does not have much of a tank.
The best they really have is Darius, and if he doesn't build correctly, he's going to be just as squishy as the rest of the team.
And even if Set builds damage, he's still tanky.
Yeah. Going into our 3-minute spectator delay here, we're going to keep discussing teamfight tactics.
Absolutely. I am very interested to see how this Amumu is going to utilize his ult. I feel like it's going to be very hard to catch most of this team, as Kaisa has a dash, Ahri has like 5 dashes.
I believe 3 dashes and a speed up.
Yep,
so.
she has 3 dashes, a speed up, and then her flash, if she does take flash.
You never know.
I mean, hey, I've definitely ran Ghost Ahri, you know, it's fun.
Ignite teleport's also a thing.
Ignite teleport is a thing on Ahri. Kha'Zix also has a jump. I think the only immobile ones are going to be Darius and Teemo.
Teemo even has his movement speed buff.
That is
so.
true.
Although I do feel like they are really lacking in good team fight here on the red side.
I would agree. It's a lot more pick heavy. We do see a lot of AoE on this blue side with the Set W, the Amumu ult, the Azir ult, the Ashe ult hitting one person, but you can lead up to a lot, and that Nautilus ult knocking up in an AoE area.
The Azir ult can just fling the entire enemy team into your Amumu potentially.
Oh, absolutely. It is a very scary comp to be playing
Set
against.
ult would be some pretty good setup for his E. They just have a great team fight setup here.
Yes. They're going to be probably working around these objectives pretty easily.
Although I am scared for the Azir and Ashe because they do have multiple assassins on the enemy team.
This is true. it would be very easy for those assassins to jump on top of those squishier players, such as the Azir and the Ashe, like you mentioned, and then their damage is gone.
We do have a lot of peel here, though.
That is true. The Set, the Amumu, the Nautilus, there's so much that can keep those people from getting on top of those cores, those
Including
carries.
their own abilities.
Absolutely. That Azir has a dash. The Ashe has so much in her kit for kiting.
Yes. It's going to be an interesting match for sure.
Absolutely. We still have a minute left, and I am still extremely eager to see where this Teemo is going.
I'm not sure the red team really has enough scaling either to deal with this team.
Hari really falls off this late game. Kha'Zix, unless he gets really far ahead, falls off super late game. And Darius can scale, but it's really hard for him to make it that far.
Darius and Teemo are their only real champs that will still be in existence, and along with Kaisa.
Kaisa scales really hard.
They have two champs that are just going to fall out of the game. Meanwhile, our blue team is just going to keep going.
I really hope to see this Ahri build in Everfrost, as later in the game, she really is just going to be a CC bot.
I would like to see either that Everfrost or getting a Leandries.
Leandries would be really good against this tank setup, yes.
They have 3 tanks that Leandries going to get a lot of worth if that ends
100%.
up getting built.
I'm also very interested to see what runes this Ahri takes, because there are a couple of rune pages you can take, and I think Electrocute would not be the smartest move here.
Indeed. I am worried for this set. If they're going up against a Teemo, that's going to be an issue. They won't be able to farm very well. If they're going up against a Darius, I believe that's a winning matchup for the set, though.
Absolutely. I do think that the set, because of his shielding, because of the extra true damage he can give back, it would be a much harder time for the Darius to just be able to burst him down.
Darius can't try to outposition him from the wave, because if he's outside the wave, he gets the extra stun from his E.
We're seeing some amazing skins come out here, by the way.
Some excellent choices, for sure.
And we're going to get right into this. We do see that Darius is mid, and that is going to be a support. No.
Oh, it's just out of
No,
alignment.
it's out of order. My bad. So we're going to fix this really quick. We've got this Kha'Zix. Hold on.
I don't believe we get to move. Do we get to move
We do.
them?
I just have to press it like this. So, I think
It is Ahri mid.
it's Ahri mid, Darius, and I think it's
It
going
looks
to be like
Darius
this.
top.
Yes.
Teemo didn't build items, but is going into the support lane, so we're going to assume.
We do not see a support item on this Teemo.
Teemo has forgotten items.
Now, this is not the first time we've seen this happen. We did see this with an Ornn earlier. However, Ornn can build his items in lane.
Yes, that makes up the difference for
yep,
Ornn
that's
when.
fine. Thank you. We do see a scanner coming out on this Amumu.
We have a scanner early game. That's excellent signs. Although where did they pop it? Is the real question. They've used it already. I think
No,
we
because
missed
I
that.
think he backed. He put down a ward, and then
Oh,
he backed.
Oh yeah, I
and
forgot
then
to put
he
that
grabbed his
cooldown
scanner.
on it.
Yes. We are seeing a lot of pinks coming out of the.
Kaisa calling out summoner spells.
Yes, absolutely. We're seeing a call start on Kaisa, so she looks like she's just going to try to farm here.
No ghost on our Darius, instead opting for a teleport. I would have liked to see an ignite or a ghost going into a set.
However, this set also has a teleport, so maybe that would have given him an XP disadvantage. They both have lethal tempo, though.
Interesting to see the lethal tempo set.
I'm a little more concerned about the lethal tempo Darius, but I mean, I guess it helps him apply his bleed.
Yeah, well, once you get 5 stacks on any champion with Darius, you can apply them to all.
That is true.
Picks up all 3 minions here, so does the set. No real advantage other than HP from that Q.
We're seeing plenty of lethal tempo in this game, by the way.
Yes, so many champs with lethal tempo.
And this is a Conqueror Amumu.
Conqueror Mumu. I feel like that's an excellent choice considering they're going to have to frontline a lot against low HP champions.
We're hearing plenty of yelling in the corner here.
That looks like it's coming from the northeast, so it's not related to us.
Nope. We are seeing a
Level
lead
2
coming out from
advantage,
this
but
set.
HP is down.
And that doesn't matter to set too much.
Depends. His W's on cooldown right now.
That is true. He does have a Doran shield, though. And he hasn't popped his pot yet, while Darius has.
Darius has popped his pot. That's probably. Ooh, missteps. Should have walked back towards the Darius there to cut the damage.
Now we are seeing this bot lane push in pretty hard, and we haven't seen that Teemo take any CS. I'm very impressed.
Yes, unfortunately, Teemo doesn't have that support item, so he's not going to get farmed from poking.
He's not earning that gold. We see a Kha'Zix trying to help mid here.
Oh my.
Oh, and we're seeing a flash
I think
coming
Kaisa's
out
going to
here.
go down potentially
Heals
here.
and Ignite's coming up.
Heal and flash for a single flash and ignite from the opponent team. Trading summer spells pretty evenly.
And she does pop her pot here, but they are going to try to hold that wave there for a little.
Double biscuit bot lane.
Ooh, that is a lot of regen coming out too.
Gonna definitely get them a lane advantage.
And they did ward that river bush, so it's going to be a lot harder for Kha'Zix to be able to gank them here.
As we saw from previous Kha'Zix, is they really like coming in from behind on that bot lane pre-6 while they're trying to get up to the XP to get their ult.
Absolutely. Oh, and
A missed hook.
the anchor misses.
Oh my. If that hit, that would have been a definite kill, but that just near miss is going to be very disappointing.
Absolutely. It is a very scary game to play, though, sidestepping those Nautilus hooks. Sometimes those hitboxes don't look right.
Not at all. Nothing really major happening in the mid lane, unfortunately. I'd have liked to see the Ahri engage right now, but I'm guessing it's just not working out.
And the Amumu is on the wrong side of the map here. He's going to have to flash.
Looks like setup, though, as they're going to re-engage.
Oh, the Kha'Zix is getting stuck, but the pull from the Darius and the Kha'Zix flashes away.
Okay. They live, but this forces Kha'Zix out of the jungle, meaning he's not going to get either of the Scuttle Crabs potentially, as long as the Amumu rotates fast enough, preventing Kha'Zix from getting that level 6 as quickly as he'd like to.
And Ahri is behind a ton of CS here. She's just being poked away from by this Azir. And it's so scary to see that because she's already killed a kill worth of gold behind of this Azir, and he is a level ahead.
I would have liked to see Ahri winning this matchup, but I get the feeling she didn't play safe enough pre-3, and that definitely swung the match.
Absolutely. That is a very worrying thing to see here. That Ahri needs to be able to push that wave and have the impact on the map.
You need to keep Azir out, especially because Azir is one of those champs that will just scale in.
Absolutely. You got to make sure you're taking note on those soldiers and where they're going to be placed.
Azir is one of those champions you don't see often enough to really know what you're doing if you haven't specifically tried to find out about him. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Ahri just doesn't know what to expect.
Now drag is up. Blue side has the vision advantage with that Scuttle Crab being grabbed. And red side has put a control ward in their little pixel brush next to the blue buff.
Making sure that they aren't going to get caught off guard by another Amumu invade. That's a good decision.
And it looks like the red side is also holding that wave close to their tower.
Amumu choosing to back instead of trying to create pressure somewhere. There isn't really any place to create pressure, though.
Darius is going to teleport back topside with a pickaxe.
I'm surprised he burned the teleport considering his wave is currently under Set's tower.
Yes, I think he could have probably walked back to lane just fine. We are seeing an just about even CS here in the bot lane, and Azir is just skyrocketing his CS lead here.
I think Darius doesn't win this fight. He's down.
He is down. He is going to get out just in time.
I feel like Set could have pushed that fight. Burned his
Most
ult if he
likely.
had to, but
Now that Darius is 6, I think it would be a little bit tougher, but I'm pretty sure Set could pull it out.
yeah. I just would have liked him using that level 6 advantage in order to win a fight.
I agree. We see the Mumu coming down here, sweeping just to make sure that the red side doesn't see him.
Allowing
and this
Nautilus
Ashe
to
is just
walk
pushing.
up. Looks like Nautilus is going to clear that control ward.
We do see this Amumu building a blasting wand first with boots. And a lost chapter on our Azir, which is going to help a lot with his mana issues in lane.
No real items out for the Ahri right now, mostly because of how far behind she is in lane.
Yes. And I see that we've picked up a Vampiric Scepter on this Ashe here.
An interesting decision. Probably trying to build into a shield bow. Looks like the Ahri got...
Oh,
They
she
let the
is
Ahri
getting
push
ganked
up.
here by 4.
She has ult though.
She does have, but she is going to get hit, and I'm not entirely sure she's going to have enough CC.
The CC chain.
Oh, but the
First
Nautilus
blood.
gets first blood through Ignite.
Unfortunate. I'm not hugely... speaking from a Nautilus main perspective here, getting first blood on a Nautilus is nice, considering you'll have a much tankier engage champ, but
That is true.
I would have liked to see that gold on somebody like Ashe or Azir, though.
The Ashe does definitely need her gold in order to scale with her items.
ADCs
She
are
does use her heal there in that battle as well.
Had to burn the heal, but it got a kill, so...
And this Azir is getting plates. Free CS and free plates.
Kills worth of plating gold is definitely going to swing the mid lane even harder.
We are seeing this Kha'Zix invade here.
Would have preferred this soldier to go after the plating there, personal preference, but getting some poke in doesn't
And Herald is
hurt.
on the map. Blue team has so much
Red
vision
team
control
engaging.
here.
Azir might not be able to get out.
And he does have
Oh,
his
he ulted him into tower.
And he ulted him into tower. The tower
Oh
shot
my.
helps. And he kills them with the auto attacks coming out from the soldier.
Poor Kha'Zix.
This Teemo is really daring here. He does not have a support item. He went Dorn's Ring.
An interesting choice. That's very unfortunately going to create a gold difference in the bot lane, whether we like it or not.
Which we've seen this before.
Oh, yes. Unfortunately, the lack of a support item is a common occurrence.
And often it spells disaster.
Often spells disaster.
Now
So
we
we'll
are
see
gonna
if that carries over.
Oh, the hook hits, and he roots ults, and you're just stunned
that
forever.
looks like the end.
The Teemo
for
is gone.
Darius did survive that small fight top lane, but he's going to stay under tower.
He is extremely low, while this set has picked up a Vampiric Scepter as well for the sustain.
This is why Darius really needed to save that
Oh, the
teleport.
charm lands, and he takes two
Two
tower
shots. Ouch. That's going to put him down below half.
The Amumu is rotating towards mid, though.
Kha'Zix is also rotating. We're going to see an interesting fight coming in here, I expect.
And Amumu took Rift Herald.
Kha'Zix forced to play back a little. He's in vision.
And he's going to get caught. The ult's coming out as well.
Constantly
And
CC'd,
I'm
and
not
Ahri
entirely
isn't
sure.
even
Okay,
rotating.
he's going to jump over the flash coming from the Amumu and the flash coming out from the Kha'Zix.
Kha'Zix lives. That's what matters there.
And the Amumu takes a tower shot. The Nautilus is in our jungle, and he might be going for the Kha'Zix
Nautilus
here.
is going to
and
kid him.
I think he's going to grab him. That is
very
2 kills over to that
unfortunate.
Nautilus so far.
Getting missing pinged by his own team for that, apparently.
He is, I think.
I think they're
a
just
little-
messing
They're
around.
they're messing with him a little bit. And the Azir dives on the Ahri with
Poor
his
Ahri.
dash. Very
Down goes
cleanly
blue.
done.
Very clean.
Now we are going to see this set just pressuring this Darius topside, not allowing him to back, not allowing him to go and regen.
Vampiric Scepter on the set.
Are we going to see a Bork here? He does pull them into tower.
I would like to see a Bork considering that he ran lethal tempo.
Absolutely. We are seeing that Leander's coming out for this Azir, and we are going to see Kindle Gem pick up for this Nautilus, as well as a Noon Quiver on his Ashe.
Noon Quiver and Vampiric,
He
that
is
means we're going
hiding.
shield bow for
He
sure.
is lurking, and he's going to grab the Teemo.
I'm not sure we want to grab the Teemo in this situation. I would
He
have
is blinded.
preferred
The
to
ult
see
is
the Kha'Zix, but-
used on this Teemo, and the Ashe grabs the kill. The Ignite is used as well, and this Kaisa can't do anything about that.
Kaisa's just going to have to set under tower and wait for them to push in. Ooh, he's going to walk into the
He is
shroom.
going to walk into the shroom here. Considering that Teemo doesn't have much AP yet, it's not
not
going
going
to hurt
to-
too badly.
yeah.
And this Kaisa's playing with fire, walking up that far. And this Ahri is just not having a fun time mid
Ahri
lane.
doesn't get to play the game.
And that is plates over to the set as well. She is going to hit the Azir with
This
a max
tower is
range
really
Q.
low, especially from that Herald hit earlier.
Oh, absolutely.
Azir is definitely going to be able to get down this tower soon, especially if he keeps poking out Ahri like that.
Absolutely. Oh, and she uses her charm to secure that last caster minion. We see Kha'Zix rotating, but there are so many control words on this map.
Amumu's rotating on top of the Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix does leap away.
South Sioux City really just making sure they have a death grip on the map here.
Already up to up to a 6k gold difference already.
And it is 6-0. That is insane. We do see some Ashe pinging her ult here, hoping for an engage around Dragon.
They could definitely play for that here.
They do
Amumu
notice
is
that.
here.
They also notice that the Kha'Zix is probably there.
Red team is definitely losing this vision war.
And they grab the Teemo with the dredge line, and he is
Poor
just not
Teemo.
moving.
Teemo is not allowed to play the game this match, it appears.
He does use his blind to stop the Nautilus route, but the Azir's already in the back line grabbing that Kaisa.
Nautilus steals another kill.
Nautilus is the carry of this game.
3-0.
He should actually sell all of his items and go lethality.
For sure.
Or, grab a Dark Seal.
Luden's Dark Seal.
Grab a Dark Seal.
Become the next Silas.
And we're going to grab up this second dragon here. The Kaisa is pinging bounties. And, top lane is doing top lane things.
Top lane is doing top lane things.
We do see a Bork coming out for this set, as well as some armor.
An Iron Spike Whip and a Heartbound Axe on the side of
So probably a Stridebreaker coming out
yeah,
for this Darius.
Stridebreaker. Would have preferred to see maybe a Gordranker or a Trinity Force build, especially considering that he's building Lethal Tempo. I would have preferred to see Trinity Force.
Absolutely. We do see our Eclipse finished on our Kha'Zix here, and as well, we see the Demonics finished on the Amumu.
Demonic up means that he is not going to be taking as much damage as the enemy team would like. Plus, he's getting extra health every time he gets any chunk of AP from anywhere.
Absolutely. We also see that this Nautilus has decided to go Locket here.
Locket is definitely a great teamfight item, ensuring that his team has that sudden burst of extra health in the form of shielding.
Absolutely. Kaisa has gone Merc Treads, probably because of the amount of CC.
Yes,
and she is almost finished with her cold.
Almost finished with the cold. 12 stacks left. Good chunk of gold considering that.
The Kha'Zix jumps out towards a Nautilus.
I feel like
here.
that was a mistake,
the
but
Darius is rotating, but he is ulted by the Nautilus, and the Kha'Zix is gonna have to flash away. The
bot
Darius
lane
is now
synergy
stuck,
is
and
doing
I'm not entirely
great
sure there's
here.
Gonna be able to do anything to save him. This Ahri is just not strong enough.
This
and
South
Darius
Sioux
does
City
go
bot lane
down.
is doing a great job of working together.
And they're gonna grab up this Ahri and hold her. Oh my gosh, the Ashe ult comes out, and the Ahri is just unable to escape.
That poor Kha'Zix is just kind of shrugging and going, well, I tried. Having to wander away from that fight, going, oh, I lost 2 teammates.
And I mean, he survives, but he loses so much.
Indeed.
That Stridebreaker finally being purchased on that Darius as well. And we don't see an item yet on the set, but he is
First
so
death in
far
the top
ahead.
lane, however.
First tower coming up as well.
Azir shoving for that tower bot lane, it's almost dead as well.
They are just choking out Creighton Prep here. There's like
Creighton
nothing
tried
they can
to
really
go
do.
for that roaming team, and instead South Sioux City just picked a team that wouldn't let them engage on any lane.
Absolutely. I don't see this Ahri being really impactful right now. She can't roam. She doesn't have the ability to.
Unfortunately, Azir or the bot lane being
this
interlaning
Amumu playing with fire a little bit.
Control
However,
ward
he
pops.
might end up being able to catch someone. They are going to walk
I feel
away.
like Nautilus
This
is playing a
Ahri-
dangerous game here. Kind of. I think
However, they have no tower. This Ahri is in danger. She's overextended.
This Ahri is in danger, but they've got 3 people from the red team collapsing on them right now.
Oh, the Kaisa ult coming in, and the
They're
Nautilus
going
ult
to get
really
Ahri,
doing
but
much.
it seems that the Amumu is going to get killed for overextending here.
He gets 2.
Amumu going down.
And he has enough time for the Azir to rotate. This
Azir rotates. Darius having to
dangerously
run.
low.
I think Darius gets out though. Oh, he didn't go for the blast
Oh
room.
my
He's
gosh!
going to go down.
And he's gonna get killed by the Nautilus once again.
Nautilus 4-0-7. Love to see it.
You know, sometimes supports they need the gold too.
Supports need the gold too.
And
They
they are
don't
just
need as
pushing
much.
underneath this tower. There is not much that anyone can do here.
Teemo already low, just from 3 hits from the soldiers on Azir.
I mean, that Azir is doing crazy damage here. That set finally has his Bork. He's gonna
Oh,
ult it,
no!
and he's just gonna kill the Teemo off. He's
Bot
gonna get
lane
charged
gone.
by
Press
Ahri.
W.
He's gonna press W here.
410.
Oh my gosh, the damage coming out, the healing from the Bork. He
The
might
lethal
survive.
tempo kicking in.
Oh my goodness, he got a quadra kill.
Lethal tempo really carrying that fight.
Absolutely, that lethal tempo scaling up through that fight. He gets to attack faster and faster.
Plus getting that bonus range, even when Kha'Zix tried to get away to make sure he couldn't heal. it
Oh,
didn't
the
matter.
Ashe arrow just narrowly missing. And they're just sitting
Oh,
in
they
base.
are kind of stuck behind towers. There goes the tower. Now they can leave.
They are just sitting in base here, just sitting pretty. Nautilus has double buffs, you know.
Nautilus doesn't need to leave. He's got healing and mana regen.
There's no reason for him to back out.
Not like he's sitting on like a kill and 2 assists worth of gold or
He
anything.
is gonna grab that Darius there. He's stunned,
Taking some
slowed,
turret damage,
and the
but-
ult coming out here. Now, the Mumu was
Forcing
charmed,
the
but
Kha'Zix to stay away from the backline. Azir doing a great job of making sure that Assassin can't get atop of their carries. As we called earlier in Champ Select, that peel on the blue team here is definitely making the difference.
And that burn coming out, the minion.
The minion hit,
kills off the Kha'Zix.
That's the worst feeling in the game, getting killed by a minion. Lifeline shield from the Immortal Shield Bow, getting crocked by a tower shot. That's also a pretty bad feeling, but it is an ace, so they might be able to push for an end here.
Absolutely. That is your
Only
TPing in for the
Teemo
push.
up. Is Teemo going to be able to do something about this?
He does have shrooms around the Nexus, but I don't think there's much he can do. The Darius is going to run in with lots of low health numbers. I've seen him win these before, and
But
they end
the
the game
Nexus goes
too
down.
fast.
22-1. A very clean game from South Sioux City here.
Absolutely. South Sioux City completely dominated the opponents here, and making their unbeatable record continue.
Indeed. As we can see in the end of game screen here, just the amount of damage difference here
It
really
is
scaled in.
insane. And as much as I wish,
17,000 gold difference.
I really wish I could have seen this Ari roam a lot more and be able to be more influential.
The
She just wasn't able to leave.
Azir made sure that Ari couldn't do what she wanted to do.
Absolutely. That Nautilus getting all of the kills.
Nautilus making sure that they were the true carry.
Absolutely a Chad of a play.
All right. We'll be back shortly with our next round.